So I'm Melanie Swann, and I do a ton, I guess. I teach ceramics, 1, 2, and 3. I teach sculpture. I teach AP art history. And basically I play with kids all day long. The feel of clay going through your hands is just, it's like magic. And then you put it in the kiln, and it's got glaze on it, and you open up the kiln, and it's either Halloween or Christmas. And when it's Halloween, you just go, neat. And when it's Christmas, it's like, yes. And when you lift those pots out of the kiln and they're still warm, it's kind of like they're alive. You know, it's like you hold them and it's like there's life to them. And there's something magical about seeing that transformation. You know, you got this moldable dirt. It's dirt. You know, you dig it up anywhere. Put it in the kiln and it's changed forever. It's changed forever. It's never going to be the same again. And it's going to last longer than you do. It's not going to get burned in a fire. It's not going to get destroyed. Some fragment of it, it's going to be here for thousands of years, and your fingerprints on it live forever. Why wouldn't you like it? Every critique, I show them what they're doing well. Every critique. Even if what they're doing well is that they came to class that day. That's the first thing they've done well. Then I make sure that I reward, I praise, I acknowledge, I do everything I can to reward that did well. I had a cute little girl, not very many friends. And one day she did something, and it was like all of a sudden I made the connection. And I go, who's your dad? And she tells me, and I go, oh, I know who you are. And she goes, what do you mean? And I said, your father was my very first TA. And he was so excited when you were born. And she goes, no, he wasn't. He doesn't like me. And then I find out that her parents had been divorced a couple years after she was born. And her father's never seen her since. He said, let me share what I know about your dad. Let me share the first time I ever saw you and how excited your dad was. At the end of the school year, she came in and she goes, Swan, guess what? And I said, what? And she goes, I wrote to my dad. And I said, really? She goes, yeah, and he sent me a plane ticket. I'm spending the summer with my dad. It's those moments that make teaching, they're not about clay, they're not about English, they're not about what you test or what you put in the grade book. That's where teaching is. When you change a life forever.